Hey guys, this is going to be a crash course in putting in an order. It'll give you the basics and then hopefully you'll be doing okay. If you have any further questions after this video, don't be afraid to ask on the team page, okay? So you're going to start at your workstation. And I'm going to go from here of what you would do to go put in an order, okay? So I'm going to sign in. Now, if you haven't already noticed, over here on the left-hand side is all of your information. It's going to tell you what your goal is at, what your title currently is, and how much PRV you're at so far this month. I have one more order, actually two more orders I have to place tonight, so my PRV is going to go up some, but so you want to keep track over here. And then also your incentive tracker, which right now is for launch to leadership, and for future incentives, it'll keep track of your points so you know where you're at. So that's where to keep track of that. But you're going to go up here to orders. And when you're doing a party order, you're going to hit Sensi order. If you're doing a supply order and you don't want to add it to a party, you can go into the Sensi Family Store. It'll be a completely different order. And that is a $50 minimum for free shipping. If you only have something that's $30 or under, or anything under $50, I suggest adding it to a party. That way you don't have to pay the shipping. And that way you can get your stuff. So like if you only need $10 worth of stuff, add it to a party and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to start a Sensi order because we're starting a new order. And I'm going to make this a basket party. If you were doing a home party, you would click home and fill in where the party is going to be, who the host is, their information. The great thing is once you've entered their information once, later down the road at other parties, all you'll have to do is start typing their name and all their information will automatically fill in for you. Also, make sure you show the party on your PWS, which is your personal website. So make sure you click yes on that. I haven't used the party planner. That is something you can play around with down the road. I know other consultants do use the party planner, but I do not use the party planner. And so then there's home, basket, fair show I don't use. It's usually vendor shows, fundraiser, or individual. If you just want to put in one person's order, you can do it under individual. That way no host rewards get attacked onto it and it'll get shipped out. I very rarely use that one. I try very hard to, if I get a couple of orders, I will try very hard to get a few more orders and make a party, and then I get the free rewards if I don't have a host. Okay, so we're going to do a basket party, which is going to condense the information down to a basket party information, and we're going to type in summer practice party. And you can do this at home too. You can make your own practice party. That way you can kind of fiddle around with stuff. Basket parties usually run for 2 weeks, so you can change the date so that on the website it will show for 2 weeks. That's where you would change those dates. And for right now, these purposes, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to use myself as the host. This is where you one click. All of my information pops into that. And I'm also going to ship the party to myself. Now you can choose to ship it to the host, yourself, or to somebody else. If it's going to be a gift, you can ship it to someone else. But I'm going to ship it to myself. Now sometimes some people's addresses don't want to show up, and there will be a thing that'll say bypass validation of address. I do have a couple customers whose addresses do not show up in the postal code system under Sensi, and I have to bypass validation of their address, and that is okay. Just make sure you're paying attention to that and click that box and then move on. So now we're into the order entry. I am ready to start putting in my orders. So for this practice, I put together 4 orders that I have collected that are going to go into the system. Now before you start putting in anything into the system, I suggest you sit down with your orders and you tally up what your order PRV is. So that's the pre-tax totals. So I have a total PRV of these 4 of $279. So I know that's how much I'm going to get paid on. I'm going to get paid on $279 out of these 4 orders. That's great. Then I want to do a second tally of how much everybody paid me. My second tally with tax, how much everybody paid me, is $294.35. That's going to be an important number down the road because you're going to kind of move things around. Now, inputting this stuff into the system, it doesn't matter individual orders. You can move them around and make it work for you so that you make things a little cheaper to free up some money. So, for example, I'm going to get out my handy dandy catalog and open up to the combine and save section so that I can see what can I combine together. Now I've been doing this for a while, so I know my 6-pack I can't combine right now. I have a plug-in here, and I have a premium warmer here, and I have a Zen Rock and a Ribbons of Hope. So those are my warmers. You kind of want to eyeball what your warmers are. Now, the Ribbons of Hope cannot be combined in any combine and save because it's a charity warmer. The other warmers that cannot be combined in a combine and save are the baseball ones and the college warmers. And there used to be patriotic ones, but I don't think we have those anymore. But those specialty ones that get proceed off of the sale of the warmer do not get put in combine and save. And you'll notice if you go to put it in, it won't pop up. That's because you can't add it to it. So I know that that's off the list, but I do have a Zen Rock, which is an element warmer. I have a premium warmer, Chasing Fireflies, and I have a plug-in. Well, I am going to go look at my combine and save, and since I have 2 different ones, a premium and a nightlight, I'm going to put it under the Scentsy companion system, where the perfect Scentsy is 2 of the same. So if you had 2 nightlights or 2 premiums, 2 lampshades, that would go into there. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and put those under the Scentsy companion system. And that comes with 3 bars of wax. Oh! So, where do I have a 3-pack? Oh, I have a 3-pack right here. So the first thing I'm going to put in is I'm going to type Scentsy Companion System right here into the item, because that's what I want to do. Scentsy Companion System showed up. Deluxe, Premium, Silhouette, or Lampshade. So it's not going to go by the nightlight, it's going to go by what the big warmer is. And our Chasing Fireflies warmer is going to be the premium of what we're going to use for this. So I'm going to go ahead and click premium, and then I'm going to click add to cart. And then it wants to know what 3 bars I want. Well, the 3 bars I want are Kahuka, and you just start typing, it'll pop up for you. You can click it, click add. You don't even have to type the whole word. I got Nashi, Nectar, and Yuzu. So, see, I only did YUZ, and I got Bamboo Yuzu and Yuzu Dragon. I want Yuzu Dragon. That's the one I'm going to choose. Once you have fulfilled that, see how it's not red anymore? That one is done. Now I want the premium. I want the Chasing Fireflies. And if you're not sure if the warmer is premium, deluxe, or element, you can go ahead and look on your catalog or your product list and find out. And I'm going to add that. Now that's done. And for the plug-in, I want the You Are My Sunshine. I'm going to add that one. And now I have filled in all of those red marks for this combine and save. And now I'm going to come over here and click Save Multi-Pack. And now I'm going to mark off that I have input those into the system, those ones that I just did. So now I know this one's done. I don't need that one anymore. And I have another combine and save here. So let's put that in now. It's called the Laundry Love Coconut Lemongrass. Now I'm going to go up and type in Laundry Love. And it just comes up Laundry Love. Add to cart. And it asks you, what's the washer with tub? Now this person wants all coconut lemongrass, so I'm just going to put coconut lemongrass for everything. And I'm going to add. And under the Laundry Love, you get 2 discs. So I want coconut lemongrass, and I want 2 of them. It's going to ask, and then I'm going to add. And then the laundry liquid, you do the same thing. And then again, once everything's done, you go to Save Multi-Pack. And I'm going to mark that one off the list. And since I can't combine the Ribbons of Hope, let's go ahead and put that one in. You just start typing it, Ribbons of Hope. It'll pop up Ribbons of Hope Scentsy Warmer Premium or Ribbons of Hope Dish Only. You can get the replacement dish, so that's why that pops up. A lot of the current warmers, you can get the replacement dish. Occasionally you can get the older warmers, and then some of the really older warmers you can't get the dish, but you might be able to get a dish that might fit the warmer that's from a newer warmer. So you can ask on the positive chat page. I've seen some other consultants asking around about that. But anyway, we're going to click Ribbons of Hope and add to cart. And now we've done that one. So now I have the Zen Rock, a 3-pack, a 6-pack, a 6-pack. Let's put these 6-packs in. Now I start a 6-pack with MP for multi-pack, hyphen, and then I 6 PK for pack, and then 6 Scentsy bars comes up. And add to cart. And then you put in the 6 bars you want. Now, Jumpin' Jelly Bean, I do JJB. Some of them you can do that. Some of them just type the first 3 letters. You'll be able to find it. I got Sweet Pea Vanilla, SPV. You'll learn as you go which ones you can do that. Atlas Cedar, I just ATL. Coconut Flower. I'm kind of going through this quick. You just type in the scents and you'll find them. Miami Sunshine and Clean Breeze. Oop, I spelled clean wrong. Gotta back up. And that's my 6 scents. If you're not sure, double check yourself there and then save multi-pack. So I just did that 6-pack. That order completely is done. Get it out of the way. Then you know what you have left. So, I can also do a combine and save on the Zen Rock under the Scentsy system. I can do an element plus a 3-pack of wax. So we're going to do the Scentsy system. Oh. Alright, so Scentsy system came up and I want to pick the element one because I'm going to use it for the Zen Rock and add to cart. And the 3 bars that I want are Jumpin' Jelly Bean. I want all 3 of my bars to be Jumpin' Jelly Bean, so I'm going to put Jumpin' Jelly Bean, free, add. All of them will be Jumpin' Jelly Bean. And then over here I'm going to type in the Zen Rock, add, and add multi-pack. And I'm going to mark those off. And now this order is all done. And all I have left is a washer whiffs tub. Now you can also get a washer whiffs that's not a tub, a hand cream sugar, and a 6-pack of Luna. None of that which I can combine and save, so I'm going to put those in individually. the 6-pack is NP 6PK. Add to cart, and it's all going to be Luna. And I'm going to have 6 of them. So add. I'm all done. Save multi-pack. Mark that off. Now I'm going to put in a washer whiffs tub. What I suggest you do on individual items like that, type in the name of the scent that you want. So I'm going to type in coconut lemongrass. And everything that's available in coconut lemongrass will show up. So I'm going to scroll through this list and I'm going to look for washer whiffs tub right here. So it says coconut lemongrass layers washer whiffs tub. That's what I want. I'm going to click that and add to cart. And that one's done. And I want a hand cream sugar. So we're going to type in sugar. Now it has sugar layers hand cream right here. That's the one I want. I'm going to click that. And that takes care of that. Okay. So now I've inputted all of my orders. And I'm going to double check. I'm not going to do it on the video here, but I would go back through, start from the beginning, and make sure that I have everything on my orders. Because sometimes it can get a little crazy. You want to make sure you have absolutely everything. And I end up, by the time I'm done, I end up having 3 check marks on everything to make sure that I have put it in the system, it's there, I didn't forget it. So now that we've inputted all of this stuff over here, we have our party information over on the left-hand side here. Now this says my PRV is $265 and my balance due is $289.85. So I need to, well, $265 so I'm going to take the $279 I have minus $265. So I have $14 that I can use right now. So I'm going to get a 3-pack of wax, right? Or you could get another. So this is what you can get for yourself. So either you can get a 3-pack of wax, or you can get a 6-pack of scent circles and then only spend $1 because $14 of it is already paid for you. Or you can get like a washer whiffs smaller instead of a tub and get a light bulb. So you can play around to get what you want. But I'm gonna, for this purpose, do a 3-pack of wax. And I'm gonna add that to the cart. And I'm gonna pick Canoe. And I want all 3 of them to be Canoe. So then I would start a separate list of me. I know I got a 3-pack of Canoe. So when this stuff comes in, you know what is yours, okay? So there's a 3-pack of wax that I didn't pay for, my customers paid for. And now I can turn around and sell them and make $15. Score, right? Okay. So now I'm up to the $279 PRV. I have 2 half-price items and 1 perpetual and 28. I don't know how that worked. I'm just looking at the numbers. Hold on. Because now my balance says it's 304. And I don't want it to be 304. So I'm going to go take out that free pack of wax because it doesn't look like it's going to work. Because okay, now that I've taken it out, I scroll down and hit the X on the side, I took it back out, I don't want it there. So this brought me back to 265 PRV, but I'm noticing up here the host space is 270. And I'm trying to figure out why that is because, I think it's because the $5 on the Ribbons of Hope warmer. Must be the $5 on the Ribbons of Hope warmer. Okay, so actually we're at 270 here, so actually we only have $9 to work with. So I'm actually just going to put in a 3-pack of circles. I love how they make a liar out of me. Okay, I'm just going to order a 3-pack of circles. Okay, sea salt mist is what I'm going to use. Circles, I'm going to get 3 of them. Okay, so now that brings us to $279 for the host space because there was a $5 difference with the Ribbons of Hope. So that you're going to want to pay attention to. So now that brings us to $299.34, but there's a $5 fee because the host rewards hasn't been used yet. So this is actually going to bring us right down to $294.34, and our customers paid us $294.35. So we're doing good. So then to use the host credit, which is $27.90. Now if this is you, then you get to choose what you want for $27.90. Or if it's your host, that's what you would tell her how much she gets in free product, and then you'd have her choose what she wants. So then you would just click host credit over here. My host happens to want a 6-pack of wax, so I'm going to put in a 6-pack of wax. And I'm going to, just for this purpose, to jump a jelly bean, all 6 of them. But you would put in separate if that's what they wanted. Okay, so now it says I earned $27.90, but I took $25 because that was a 6-pack. So I have $2.90 left to use. My host wants a scent circle, so I'm going to do a host credit, and she wants a sea salt mist scent circle. So we're going to get that. We're going to add to cart. And now I have an overage amount of 10 cents. So my host is only going to pay 10 cents for all that stuff she just got. Now she also has 2 half-price items that she can use. The red is what the host gets. The perpetual party award is what a past host gets if that person booked their party off of someone else's party, or that perpetual party item can go towards your door prize for that party. So say you said you would get them a plug-in, then you can do the perpetual party up here in the corner. So for mine, I said I would do a plug-in for the door prize, so I'm going to put in You Are My Sunshine. And then I will only pay $10. So the perpetual party award can be used for whatever if you don't have a past host that's already using it. And so then we're going to say that our host wants to spend another $10 and she wants to get a half price item, so we're gonna put it here. She wants to get a plug-in for half price, so we're gonna give her one. And then so one has been taken, our perpetual's been used, and we have one more half price, so we do one more half price, and she just wants a bar of wax. So we're gonna give her, Camu bar. Make sure you click the half price first and add to cart. So now all of our stuff's been used. Our host has now paid us an extra $10 for that half price plug-in, an extra $2.50 for the half price bar, and 10 cents for the overage plus tax. So whatever that total is plus tax is what that host would give you on top of all the party orders. Because now our party order is at $318.19. So $318.19 minus $294.35. So that host will give you $23.84. No, minus the 84 minus the 10 you spent on the door prize. So she's actually going to only pay you $13.84 on the party, and you're going to pay $10, and you got a free pack of circles, and that's all you got out of that party. But when you do your party and you're the host, you get a lot more. If the party's bigger, you get a lot more. This was a smaller party to just kind of show you how to do that. But it can be a lot of fun, and that's where you can get a lot of your giveaway prizes without having to pay for them. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, just let me know, okay? Bye.